Good morning guys, Tuesday the 24th of October and day 6 of my Australian vlogs. Not feeling my best, but I'm just going to push through because it could just be a knock-on effect from the cold that I had in the UK or all of the jet lag and travel, etc. It's probably just catching up with me. That brings me nicely on to my next point. The first few days of this trip, aside from the MotoGP, were literally meant to be me catching up with my brother and just chilling out. We are heading off to have breakfast. My brother is indicating to turn left. I think, yeah, I'm just going to be weird and point out the crushed avocado for me. Yes. Thank you.
And I'll grab the shakshuka with the chorizo.
Easy.
Thank you very much. Large, flat white, and an oat latte. I never really talk about my phones on the channel. Hopefully you can hear me. But I'm very fortunate that Google send me a phone every year. So I've used their Pixel for the past 5 or 6 years now. This has been my phone for the past 12 months, the 7 Pro. Got my quad lock case on it. But just before I left for Australia, they sent me the 8 Pro. Now, I still haven't put my SIM card in it and fully set it up, hence me having 2 phones. Fantastic bits of kit, and I really look forward to trying out the 8 Pro because the camera is meant to be even better. No, he's still ugly. And actually, I forgot to mention, my brother's got one as well. A non-scientific basic experiment. Pixel 8 Pro, 7 Pro, 7 Pro. As you can see, and neither of them have been edited at all. With my 7 Pro, I would have tried to edit that to look like that to put it on Instagram. Wow.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
In isolation, I'd have massive food envy if I saw that. But that looks incredible. Look at that. That was terrible. I didn't enjoy it at all. Following on from yesterday's murals, I can't say them. Anyway, they are literally everywhere in Melbourne. Look at that one. So cool. One annoying thing about many modern BMWs, when they come out of the factory especially, is they have a beep and a beep beep every time you lock and unlock them, and it's really embarrassing. It's like something that you'd have on your car alarm back in the 80s. You can turn that off, thankfully. What you need to do is go into your apps, your doors and windows app, hit that, and then lock and unlock, and you've got all these features in here. So obviously this XM has folding mirrors, etc. when you lock it, so you want them on, in my opinion. But the sound off, 100% off. No more beep, look at me, and beep beep, look at me. Seeing as I've got the XM and it is a plug-in hybrid, I came up with the bright idea after breakfast to go and find a charger to plug it in, because I've kind of consumed all the electrical energy and it's sitting at about 5 kilometer range, because I've asked the computers to give us maximum regen. But I quite fancied topping that back up again so I could cruise around. Later I'm heading over to BMW Showroom, and I thought it'd be nice to drive over there through the city in electric only. We cannot find a charger. So my brother lives in Yarraville. The closest charger we found was in Williamstown, which is about 15 minutes away. Went down there and it wasn't working. They were digging it up. And then looking on Google, it looks like it hasn't been working for months. So now we're heading over to Altona, which is another nearly 15 minutes away. So we've been driving for about 25 minutes to try and find a charger to see if this one works. So we'll update you once we get there. Don't get me wrong, I do understand that if you have an electric car or if you have a plug-in hybrid, then you're more than likely to have some kind of facility at home or at your workplace. And I get that, I totally get that and understand that. But at the same time, for fully electric cars especially, to work and operate, we need some kind of infrastructure, and we really suffer back home in the UK with that, especially in big cities like London, where there's nowhere near enough chargers. Most of them don't work and they're very expensive. There's one charger I had to download an app. There's nothing on here saying that it's broken. I had to download an app, put in all my details, register my card, all the rest of it, which I'm so used to back at home because there's so many apps. It's come up with a location where I am, Altona Civic Centre, which is 100% right. And then you go into details, it says out of order. Oh no, something's broken. Parts have been ordered and delayed. Further updates will be provided soon. Once again, thankfully we've got a hybrid. So I'm going to give up on that for now. Maybe when I move to eastern Melbourne, there might be better charging networks out there. Let's go and find a coffee. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
Yum. Yum, yum, yum. If you can't find a charger that works, go and get a coffee. Not sure if you can hear me because it's quite windy out here. I am down on the beach and I'm about to walk into the water. There's no sharks down here, are there, Jack?
Well, you know, they might eat your legs.
Oh, it's cold. Oh, yes. So this afternoon I've popped down to Melbourne BMW where I'm holding my meet with Paul Marrick from Car Expert. That'll be happening by the time this vlog comes out in a few days time on Thursday the 2nd of November. As you can see, it's a monster size showroom. In fact, it continues all the way around there. This XM is not my one because my one's parked over there. In fact, there's another XM inside as well. Tony Lewis would have kittens if he came down here. It's unreal. It's one of BMW's brand new flagship design showrooms and it's just gorgeous. But let's head in and have a look. So look at this for an M corner. I mean, just unbelievable. X5M LCI. It's the first time I've actually seen one, or production ready one, in the flesh. I think that's Marina Bay Blue on Michelin tyres. Yeah, very different around the front end. F90 M5 comp in Tanzanite. Beautiful. M3 Touring, black on the outside, Sao Paulo on the inside. Another XM, as we talked about, on the outside. And then, last but most definitely not least, M3 CS. Absolutely stunning and absolutely brilliant. One of the best cars I've ever had the pleasure of driving. Also got a Toronto red M2 G87. Oh, it's a manual. It's almost exactly the same as the press car that I have, with the standard M seats. And this is just one level as well. I mean, unreal, unbelievable. I hope that the majority of UK showrooms end up looking even remotely like this one, because it's just such a lovely space. It really is. The traffic in Melbourne is pretty bad, I have to say, on par with places like London. But thankfully this XM has the assisted driver function, which basically means it has a certain level of autonomous driving. And in traffic like this, that's really, really helpful because the car is doing everything. We can come to a standstill, start rolling, come to a standstill, start rolling, and it will do the brake, the accelerator, the steering. It will keep me in lane. Obviously, I need to make sure I'm keeping an eye on everything around me, and now it's telling me to hold the wheel just to make sure I'm still sitting in the driver's seat. In traffic, especially when we're in electric mode, combination of the car driving itself and the fact that we're running on electric just means there's so much less stress in here for me. If your journey did involve heavy traffic, I don't think there's many cars out there that are going to do it better than the XM. Well, thankfully, after waking up feeling pretty ordinary this morning, I'm feeling pretty good this evening. And it's actually the first evening, it's just gone 7 o'clock, where I'm not feeling too jet lagged. But yeah, today's been lovely. Pretty chilled, checking out Melbourne BMW, incredible dealership. And now to find this steakhouse. I found it. It was off the main street, Squire's Loft. Apparently very, very good. I'll be able to let you know. Squire's Loft, but yeah, it's in the basement. Interesting. Yeah. I didn't say much in the restaurant because, well, I just enjoyed our steak and my company. Big thanks to Ebony if you're watching this, and lovely to meet Jason. It was an awesome night. I'm now back home with my brother, and he's working and I'm about to do some editing, and then I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep. So I'm going to sign off on this particular vlog, and I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.